Hello and welcome to Travel Alchemist. In this episode we visit Yogyakarta, the cultural capital of Indonesia. From Medan we took a flight to Jakarta for a quick flying visit and then boarded a train for 8 hours to Yogyakarta. The train was very scenic and gave us a chance to see the countryside and Jakarta, even if it was brief. We arrived in Yogyakarta and checked into our guest house, Lawang Yogya, and the following day we visited the biggest Buddhist temple in the world and a bucket list destination for us both, Borobudur. Buddhism was popular in Indonesia from the 7th till the 10th century, but by the 14th century Islam had started to take over and Borobudur was abandoned, allowing the jungle to reclaim it and volcanoes to cover it with ash. It was only in 1814 when Sir Stamford Raffles, the British governor of Java, heard about the site from a local and began the very first excavations. The site is very impressive, built like a step pyramid on the hill in the shadow of Mount Merapi. The carvings depict a journey towards enlightenment, with the bottom layer showing scenes of human temptations and desires, and as you ascend the reliefs transition to more spiritual themes. The top levels feature the famous Buddha statues, each seated within open stupas, representing this final stage of enlightenment. From here we headed down the road to Candi Mendut, a Buddhist temple even older than Borobudur, which had a very impressive 200-year-old banyan tree on site, a tree sacred in Javanese belief and often associated with protection and fertility. There was also a striking temple with many faces that reminded me of the Angkor temples in Cambodia. The next day we headed over to the Prambanan temple compounds, which consist of 4 separate temples, some Hindu and some Buddhist. Prambanan is the grandest Hindu temple in Java, and its towering spires were built without mortar, using interlocking stones that still resist earthquakes over 1,000 years later. Candi Siward, just a short walk from Prambanan, is an 8th century Buddhist complex and was once the second largest in Indonesia, built to impress during a time of religious rivalry. This one was our favourite of the 4 temples in the complex, as it was so quiet and peaceful. We were the only people here as we explored these beautiful ruins. Unfortunately though, the other main activity we'd planned didn't really work out, as we'd really wanted to see Mount Merapi. But every day we were in Yogyakarta it poured down or was hazy, so we didn't see it even once. However, our next stop is Mount Bromo, so fingers crossed we finally get to see some Javan volcanoes properly. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out my blog, travelalchemist.blog. Bye!